There is a rumor floating around currently that Jalen Milroe is banged up and dealing with a hamstring injury going into this Saturday's game. The rumor was started on social media and on message boards after Vegas, so-called, got some inside information that Milroe is not 100% healthy going into this marquee matchup. Then people came out on social media and said he was not limited. There was no visible injury at practice. But again, we didn't hear anything from Coach Saban on Wednesday, and nothing was revealed to the media on Thursday. There are people close to the situation that did report on the subject matter. Here's Austin Hanna of Sports Illustrated saying, quarterback Jalen Milroe's rumored hamstring injury is a hoax. Sources tell BAMA Central. Milroe hasn't been limited during practice at all this week and is completely fine for the Crimson Tide's matchup against Texas A&M. Okay, so that seems reasonable. Well, Thursday night during the University of Alabama's Hey Coach show, which you can watch on their YouTube channel or social media feeds, each Thursday night, Coach Saban speaks at 7 with the great Eli Gold. The guest host was James Spann, and he straight up asked Saban about the rumor.
James Spann?
Coach, there's a hot rumor floating around on social media, and I have to live on social media, that Milroe is hurt. Any truth to that?
Let me ask you a question. I mean, you mentioned this social media thing a couple times.
I have to live in this world. It's a bad world.
I have to ask you, because I never associated being a quality professional meteorologist that you are, that would have anything to do with social media.
That's where most people get their weather information.
As you can see from that interaction with James Spann, Coach Saban answered a question with a question. Now remember, Coach Saban is always playing chess, not checkers. What an opportunity to throw off Texas A&M in their week of preparation by kind of not necessarily denying the rumor, but not answering the question about his depth chart, and why should he? In a game that is this highly contested on the road, you need every single advantage. Now let's look at the line and where it started, and this is according to Vegas, because there's a lot of people that are saying, where did the line start at 7.5? There you see, according to Vegas Insider, when the game initially opened, Alabama was favored by 7. Now that line has gone all the way down, and it is reading at 2 points. That means Alabama is favored to win by 2 points this weekend against Texas A&M. Again, this is by Vegas Insider. Now, what we're looking at next is Alabama this season. When you bet Alabama, and I think it's been difficult for Vegas for the most part because of Alabama's up and down to begin the season of 2023. You see that against Middle Tennessee, Alabama was favored by 39 points. Now, they won that game 56-7, which means that Alabama covered the 39 points, and the game went over 52 points, so they covered on the over as well. Now, against Texas, they were favored by 7.5. They lost by 10 points, so Vegas lost when setting the point spread at 7.5. The following week, Vegas lost again, as they had Alabama as the 34-point favorite when Alabama just squeaked out a 17-3 victory over South Florida. Now, Alabama has covered the spread in the last 2 games in SEC matchups, defeating Ole Miss by a score of 24-10. Alabama was favored by 7, and against Mississippi State, they were favored by 17, and they won 42-17. So as you can see, it's difficult for Vegas right now to get a read on this Alabama Crimson Tide team. So maybe Vegas itself and the odds makers, could it be that they're making this game almost a pick 'em, and they're going to go with Alabama to clean up? I don't know. Vegas is built on cash. I'm just saying it is what it is. So what exactly do we know as of October 6th at 9 a.m. Central Time? Well, we know that there is a rumor floating around about Jalen Milroe's hamstring. Coach Saban was asked about that hamstring injury by James Spann. Saban didn't answer the question directly. Could Saban be playing chess going into this game? Probably so. I don't think he's going to give any type of advantage to Jimbo Fisher in Texas A&M. We also know that the line did open at 7.5, and now the game is reading at 2 points. The game is going to be highly contested, 100%. Each of these teams is 4-1 going into a marquee SEC game. And while the news is always going to be about the quarterback, the storyline with this Alabama team so far in 2023 has been the play of their ferocious defense, which, by the way, has 9 quarterback sacks over the last 2 games. Let me know what you think inside the comment box. Do you think that Jalen Milroe that there's any truth to him being injured going into this game, or do you think it's a hoax? We'll continue to have coverage leading up to the game and post-game going into Texas A&M. My name is Kyle Henderson of BAMA Football on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe. We appreciate you, fam.